Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently have a dangerous faction here. And what is this? Peasants? Peasants. We don't care about that dangerous faction. Okay, so we're doing a bit of map painting here, that is for sure. We could reclaim Rome. Rome would become our realm capital. I don't really want that. That isn't really what we want. We could do this. That is something that we're going to do with our next life. So in theory, this guy, I mean, we'll see if he survives his Great Pox. That's a bit of an open question there. But I want to continue conquering either Europe or Africa. We're a bit low on our prestige and piety. Piety is a bit lower than prestige when you factor in the actual income. So that might be something to think about. We can forced vassalize this guy for 560, get that cleaned up. I think we'll do it. And then Guinea we could do as well. Forced vassalize that. That puts us low on prestige. And then Kabu, we would be able to do a holy war. Are they a county or a duchy? Okay, county. We could do a holy war for county there. And then Ghana, what would we do? It would need to be a forced vassalization. We could actually get away with that. Done. And then that's what we can do for now. Cool. So I think that's fine. We will raise up troops over here and then make our way down. So we'll raise our men-at-arms. I don't think we need anything else. I think that's all good. Well, they hired a holy order. Troop sizes. Oh, that's not scary. Yeah, that's not scary. We're okay. So we're going to head in over this way. Only 4 wars, but it is what it is. We're going to get all of Africa conquered, hopefully this episode. But we'll see how our prestige and piety holds out. To get some prestige, we should call a hunt. Exchange some gold for prestige there. Sounds good. We are headed in and sieging already, and we could become a friend of animals. Sure. Okay. And there we go, 150 more prestige. That's 2 months worth of prestige. That's not a lot, but we can host a feast as well. That'll also gain us some piety. Okay. Sounds good. The innuendo, huh? A double entendre was found funny. Sure. That's okay. We're going to head down over this way next, assuming this doesn't end the war. And it didn't. So we're going to head here and siege that. Then we're going to go into Guinea. Yeah, I'd like to get all of Africa taken over pretty quickly here. If not this episode, certainly the next. We've only got like 75 years left here, thereabouts. So we got to get moving. We've definitely made a lot of progress, and I think we can get it done in 75 years. I think there's no doubt about that. So we're going to head in over this way. And then after that, of course, we'll head into Europa once we get everything conquered or reach the end of the game. Whichever happens first, we will export this to Europa. Okay, this war is now over. That is fully expected. There we go. We're going to head in over this way, and we are above our vassal limit right now. 6 direct vassals above. We will need to deal with that eventually. Actually, I'm not sure we do. It'll be internal issues, sure, but I'm not. I think that having as long as we have kings under us, we should be okay, all things considered. Okay, we're gonna head over this direction next. Okay, so peasants have declared their war. That's fine. We're gonna head up over here. How many do they even have? They have a decent chunk, but it's not, you know, huge. We're going to raise up our troops here. And this is enough, in all honesty. We're going to tell them, just make your way around, assuming that none of these peasants miss, or none of these peasants move, which we shouldn't assume, but we'll do something like that. Okay. Back to this war, or these wars. We're going to come up over this way. We also have an available perk here. I guess we could take defensive negotiations. It's not that big of a deal. We don't really need it, but it might be useful in dealing with some factions. Okay. 5 days left here. Cool. How's our other guys doing? They're in battle right now and losing. All of the peasants gathered up. I see. So they have like 30,000 troops here. We can raise up an additional number of units up here. That's not a big deal. So we'll go ahead and do so. I didn't expect them all to gather into the same place, but actually, 45,000? Once these guys arrive, that'll be enough. Okay. So we're going to head on over this direction. Continue. Fantastic. And then as far as this over here goes, they'll arrive here shortly, and now we'll head on in. That'll be no problem, and we'll have that one. I was just a little greedy with my initial raise. It's okay. No big deal. We're going to head in over here. We're at 84%, so we do expect that taking their capital ends this war. Wonderful. And it looks like they expect that too. They've grouped together, but the war is already over. They were too late. So there we go. And next up, of course, we're going to go hit Kabu. Get them out of the way. And then we'll go take over Ghana. That'll be fine. We are currently doing battle with the peasants, and we win that. We'll disband that army. Apparently, we have a construction to do here. That's kind of funny. We'll get that done. I thought that we had all of those completed, but apparently that was the last one that we needed. Cool. So we'll enforce demands on that peasant uprising. No problem whatsoever there. And we'll come on in. Eliminate Kabu off of the map, and then the only thing to go after over here is Tekrur, and then of course we can come up over this way as well. So we have 3 wars that we can declare up here, and then a couple over this way as well, so like 3 total there. That's fine. We're going to head over to Ghana next. We got this personally. We need to hand that out, and that goes to account. So we're going to move that into like the Kingdom of Mali, since it's right next to there. Cool. Now, some of these kingdoms we are going to want to take away. We are 7 direct vassals above, after all. That'll be fine. Hypothetically, I don't know what CBs we can use on this guy. We're starting to get into some slightly larger African nations over here, so that's definitely something to think about in terms of what CBs we're going to use. Okay, what do we got here? 300 gold? Sure. Don't really care too much about that. 100 piety might not be bad. We'll do that. Cool. So we're going to take their capital here momentarily. In fact, right now. And that puts us at 100% war score. So there we go. They're now our vassal. Perfect. What do we have on Tekrur here? He's too big to forced vassalize. Seize all de jure lands is not great. He's got 3 kingdoms here. He only has the 1 kingdom level title. Okay. Interesting. So what can we do for like a claimant here? Can we bring in a claimant? I mean, that guy's landed. That's a pressed claim, but it's a female. This guy, maybe? No, we can't invite him. He would not accept. Maybe if we sent him a gift. Yeah, there we go. We'll invite him. And he has arrived, and we will now press this guy's claim. Yeah, this guy's claim. Beautiful. So this guy will become our vassal. This will cost 3360 in terms of prestige, so we will need more prestige for that. Let's go ahead and create some titles for it. Let's see, I would like kingdoms, so we'll create that one. We can create duchies as well, but the reason that I'm not doing that is because it takes the extra step of handing them out to not have the too many duchies malice. But I think that was the only remaining kingdom, so we're going to have to start handing out duchies. So we'll do this one up over here. That de jure goes to this guy. There we go. So yeah, that's just an extra step and is slightly slower, which was why I wasn't doing it previously. So we're going to grant that over to this guy, and he would become our vassal in theory, but I don't think he actually does. So that's fine. I think we need to create like 2 more. Okay. So we'll grant that over to this lad. And the Duchy of Austria. Cool. That should get us enough in theory. There we go. Sure, show in the king. Cool. This person came of age, and these betrothed can marry. They should. There we go. Fantastic. And next up, we will come after this guy, declare on him with San Moon's claim here. 3360. Sounds good. So we shouldn't need more than our men-at-arms here. We're going to raise those up right here, and we're going to head on over. Fantastic. Some of these up here we'll be able to force vassalize. That'll be a little bit easier. And of course, in this time, we will be making back our prestige at the rate of 75. So that's absolutely fantastic. We're already at 10% here. That's kind of funny. He's thinking about sieging here. He's probably going to run away once our troops arrive. But if he doesn't, we'll fight him here. Okay, he didn't. Well, we're going to head in over this way. We're at 26% war score. We catch this unit, and then he turns around. He's stack wiped, and he's going to get stack wiped again. And we're just going to walk up over this way. We're at 76% war score. Cool. 81. $92. And this should end it. There we go. So that territory is now ours. And we disband our troops. Cool. Next up, we'd want to go after this guy. What do we got? No CB. We need to tick. What do we got? Forced vassalization works. Only 840? I like it. So we're going to do that. We're a little short on prestige to declare multiple wars simultaneously here. So we're not going to do that right now. This should be another pretty quick war. We're going to just walk up to their capital. That'll be completely fine. So we're going to have quite a lot of territory over here. We've already gained a lot of ground over this way. This, of course, is a bit of a mess, and we'll need to focus on that soon. But I want to get Africa just completely and totally under control. That's the idea here. This would be faster if we were able to... When is he going to arrive here? Oh, that's rude. That was 1 day before our men-at-arms showed up. Okay. Well, it's going to be another 3 months. These raise times are the most annoying part of this, for sure, and that's why I usually declare multiple wars at once. We do have an independence faction here, and can we do anything with this guy? Yeah, this should be fine. No problem whatsoever here. Looks good. Okay. Now we're going to head up here. 1 day remaining. Ridiculous. And we'll cut our way through this army, which will get us a good amount of prestige to be able to declare, like, multiple wars up over this way. So that'll be great. We do need a new spy master, and that will be this guy. There, our troops are actually raised. And in we go. We will need to attack over here. I think that'll be a triple war. And how much did we get for this? 267 prestige. I like it. Looks like he ran off. But we're going to have his capital very shortly here. Oh, he's actually coming back. Cool. 43%. And yeah, he's running away. We do get a diplomacy perk here, and that'll be like embassies. Not that that really matters. We're going to head up over this direction. I'd like to catch them, but I highly doubt that they let us. At this point, they might actually let us catch them. No, they don't. Okay, they shouldn't. That's for sure. The Fine Sword. Okay, sure. Whatever. I don't really care too much about artifacts at this point of the game. We're just so ludicrously powerful, it doesn't matter. At this point, the world is conquered, at least in Crusader Kings. They just don't know it yet. So we've got 5 days left here. Okay, we're going to head up over here, fight them in the mountains. They will get stack wiped there, I believe, and that should end the war. Sounds good. And we'll just let that battle end. There we go. And all of this is ours. We'll enforce those demands. Cool. And disband our troops. Okay, so we've got up this way 2 locations that we can attack. Mauritania and, what is this? Ticonarian. Okay, I definitely butchered that. There's no doubt about that one. Can we get away with a holy war for that? We actually can. We can get away with spending piety on it. I like it. We'll do it. And then Mauritania, we have some claims here, but we would need to tick 1 day. We can't actually forced vassalize them because of this territory up here. I didn't notice that. We can do a holy war for this duchy, though, and that'll be fine. We'll get back to Mauritania a little bit later on. Okay. So I think we'll eliminate this guy first. We'll raise up down over, like, here. Military tab. There we go. We'll raise up down over here. Like so. We'll get rid of this and then head into Mauritania. And then we may need to head up to, like, proper Mauritania up here. But we'll see. What's going on here? Zetzian War. Oh, our vassal's already conquering this area. I love it. Cool. So we're not going to need to do that. That is great. We're very, very pleased about that one. The Mauritanian troops are over this way. We've got enough to deal with them. No problem with just our men-at-arms. And up we go. Yeah, they're going to finish up this siege here in 4 months, and then he'll have that territory. Sounds good. So we have a steward available here, and we will get this king. Perfect. We've arrived and are sieging, and now we can head up to their capital. This should end the war. There's a dangerous faction, that's unsurprising. Independence, sure. Can we... Oh, hello. Can we do anything with this guy? Yes, I believe so. Grandson? Sure, that's not ideal. He only has daughters? No, he has a son here. Okay. Perfect. Speaking of which, we could use additional bargaining chips, but we're basically full on those for right now. Okay. Well, that will deal with that problem for now. We'll see if it deals with it long term. But we've got other bargaining. So that'll be fine. Up we go. He finishes the siege here. That's irrelevant to us. This siege should end the war. And then we'll go fight these guys, I guess. Since they're, you know, right there. Okay. War is over. That was a holy war, so we're going to have to hand that out. That will go to a noble and a noble. And then we're going to grant that over to, I don't know, like the Kingdom of Gur? Sure, I think that's fine. There we go. And these guys are going to head on over this way and see about fighting these forces. And maybe take back that location. Sure. Independence still? Independence still. Can we not deal with that right now? Thank you. Independence faction. What do we got? We could just negotiate with some of these possibly, but we can definitely do something like this. We still have a couple of female bargaining chips left. We don't have any male bargaining chips, which makes me a little bit sad. That limits our options a bit, but here we go. No problem with that faction for the moment. We do need to deal with our vassal limit. We're definitely seeing our troop count drop because of our vassal limit. So we'll have to deal with that after this war. That's for sure. They're locked into us here. So we're just going to let them. And then we're going to walk around over this way. There we go. That's all stack wiped. Fantastic. Now looking down over here, there are a bunch of kingdoms. We don't have title revocation reasons for most of these. Yeah. Maybe we have one for this guy. No, we don't. Sad. What about you? Abyssinia? No. Okay. Well, we're definitely seeing our troop count drop because of that. Of course, that is the limit there is only on our levy-provided troops, like our vassal-provided troops. So we can see here... maybe it's not... Yeah, here it is. Because we're over our vassal limit, we are at minus 55% vassal levies and vassal taxes. So that's definitely a lot. No doubt about that. We'll need to do some consolidation, and we'll do so after this war. We're at 65% on the war, so we're not going to get Africa conquered this episode, but we got a lot of progress. The only reason we're not going to is because of our vassal limit. And there we go. We'll head on over this way. What do we got going on here? Liberty? If I can scroll. There we go. Maybe. That's a lot of stuff. Peasant rabble. I don't care about peasant rabble. Okay. That's irrelevant to us, and we're going to head over here. I should have sieged right here. I completely missed it. Okay, sure. That should have been the siege, and then we should have headed here. Well, that's a waste of time. For sure. That's a lot of factions. No doubt about it. Okay, this war's over anyway. So it's all good. We'll disband that, enforce, or rather, disband our troops. And we'll grant this out to random nobles. And you can just watch our total soldier count just plummet as we hand these out. That is fully expected. So we're now going to give those over to, like, this kingdom here. And our total soldier count will recover, but not to where we want it to be. Okay. Before we take over the rest of Africa here, we desperately need to deal with our vassal limit issue. We're 11 vassals over, and we need to consolidate kingdoms. So how are we going to go about doing that? First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our prisoners tab and sort by rank. Okay, we can revoke this guy's title. We will definitely do so. We'll revoke that, the Kingdom of White Rus. There we go. And then we're going to give these out to neighboring kingdoms. So we're going to give you that. And... hang on, what have we all got here? The Duchy of Smolensk. Okay, we'll give that to, like, Vladimir. Okay. And then there's this down over here that's independent. 10 vassals. Okay, so that's correct. What else do we have? We have this prince who I think is unlanded. Yep. We've got this guy here. And we can revoke his titles, but we don't have a title revocation reason. So I'm not going to do that right now. We're just looking for guys that are imprisoned, but we have a title revocation reason. A lot of these we don't. Yeah, these are not our vassals here. Okay. So at this point, that's basically all we can do, is just that one. And that means we should allow an independence faction to fire. Now, Peasant Rabble is going to fire, but I'm going to come back over this way. What do we got going on here? Holy War for this emirate. Okay, that's not necessarily ideal. We're going to come over to Numidia here, and what do we got going on here? King's claims? No. We could forced vassalize, or we could take the duchy. We're going to forced vassalize this. Now, this guy, he is definitely too big for us to forced vassalize. So we're going to claim it this one, I think. Let's see. You're unlanded. You are. But you're a champion, so that's not going to work. What about this guy? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we'll bring him to our court. And yeah, I know we're at war right now and we're not raising. Okay, he arrived at court. We're going to... Did he join this war? He joined this war. We can't actually declare on him this war. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to raise up our men-at-arms, and we're just going to get this done. Sounds good. Oh, we're above our domain limit. Where did we get territory at? Because that's a big problem for us. We do not want to be above our domain limit. Barony of Guardman. Yeah, okay. We need to hover out over here and go to previous view and check through all of these baronies. This one. Ah, okay. When we revoked that kingdom title. Right. So we need to grant these out and then grant those over into, like, this guy. That'll be fine. Cool. So there we go. That'll be just fine. That will help us out pretty dramatically. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're definitely going to get all of Africa conquered. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Catherall, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.